So here's the mill. A friend of mine who deals in machine tools basically told me that there was this excellent CNC mill that was out going up for auction and that it was in excellent condition. So I went to go take a look at it and looked at the ways, looked at the electronics, tested it, and holy cow, it worked. Got it for less than $1,000. It was a great deal. Took it home and started cleaning it up, and the electronics was this old PDP-11 from the 1970s, which of course made me immediately fall in love with it. And I took the boards out on a cold November morning and promptly zapped them with static electricity. So I went to go look up the parts and found out that they were 15-volt TTL logic chips from the 1970s. There was a guy from Colorado who was selling them for about $100 a piece, and so, okay, that was it. The PDP-11 had died, and I had killed it. My first PDP-11 that I ever got my hands on to actually hack with, and it's dead. So I had to replace it. Setting emotion aside, I just had to admit that it was time to take it to a modern PC, and I had an old Pentium 4 sitting around that a friend gave me that he wasn't using anymore, so decked it out with a gig of RAM, 120 gig hard drive, and put RT Linux on it from the live CD distribution, and it just started working great. And the question was how to actually interface the signals that this thing output out of the parallel port with the signaling needs of the existing stepper controllers on the mill. This board met the need of converting the step and direction signals into the gray code sequence that each of the stepper controllers wants to see. So basically, the step signal acts as the time clock on the sequencer, and the direction tells the sequencer to count up or count down. I'm very happy to say that after 20 plus years of being in school, I can still do a Carnot map. It was very, very satisfying and very fun. I would like to say that it was an easy transition to immediately get EMC2 up and running and have the mill under motion. It was nothing like that. In fact, if it weren't for the documentation sent to me by some fellow YouTubers out there, I would still be wrestling with this thing. So 1,000 thanks to everybody who sent me the documentation and actually really helped me go through some of the old electrical systems, especially the troubleshooting sections, and got everything working. So here we see the mill it's going, and it matches what it's supposed to do. This is the arc spiral example under EMC2, and boy am I happy. It all works, and I got a few more tunings to do, and this thing's going to be making parts. So again, everybody who helped me, thank you very, very, very much. And thanks again.